Trust is a funny thing. It takes a lifetime to build, thousands of promises kept, and an endless stream of consistency to form a single solid foundation between people. But to shatter it completely, it only takes a few moments. We live in a world where people think words do not mean anything, where a small lie told for a quick laugh or a bit of attention seems harmless. But the truth is, every lie you tell is a debt written against your own character, and eventually, that debt comes due. Take a look at the story of Silas. He wasn't a bad person, nor was he malicious by nature. He was simply a young shepherd boy tasked with watching his village's flock of sheep on a lonely hill just outside the town borders. It was a simple job, but simplicity can easily feel like a prison to a restless mind. Day in and day out, his only company was the grass, the wind, and the monotonous bleating of the flock. Down in the valley, the village was alive with energy. Up on the ridge, Silas was completely isolated. He craved connection. He craved excitement. More than anything, he craved the feeling of importance. He wanted to see the world move at his command. One afternoon, a dark thought took root in his mind. He knew the absolute law of the village. If a wolf ever attacked the flock, the shepherd was to scream for help, and every able-bodied villager would drop their tools and run up the mountain to defend the village's livelihood. Silas looked down at the bustling valley, took a deep breath, and decided to exploit that pact. He screamed at the top of his lungs, "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the sheep!" The reaction was instantaneous. Down below, the blacksmith dropped his heavy hammer. The farmers threw down their scythes. Women left the market stalls. They grabbed axes, pitchforks, and clubs, running up the steep, rocky incline, breathless and terrified for the boy's safety. They arrived at the top, chests heaving, sweat pouring down their faces, weapons raised to fight, only to find the sheep grazing peacefully. And right next to them was Silas, rolling on the grass, clutching his stomach, laughing hysterically at the chaos he had caused. The village elder stepped forward, his face worn with disappointment. He didn't yell. He simply looked at the boy and said, "Save your breath, boy, for when there is actual danger. A liar's jokes only turn his friends into strangers." The villagers grumbled and walked back down the mountain, returning to their ruined day. But Silas didn't learn his lesson. The rush of power was too addictive. A few days later, bored once more, he did it again. "Wolf! The wolf is back." Once more, the villagers hesitated, but the fear of losing their flock drove them up the hill. And once more, they were met with Silas's mocking laughter. The trust didn't just crack this time. It dissolved into ash. Then came the turning point. A week later, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows across the ridge, the temperature plummeted. The wind began to howl, and a heavy silence fell over the flock. From the edge of the dark woods, two glowing yellow eyes emerged. Then another pair. Real wolves stepped into the clearing, their teeth bared, saliva dripping. Terror, absolute and cold, gripped Silas's throat. This wasn't a game. His heart hammered against his ribs as the predators began to tear into the flock. Desperate, tears streaming down his face, he screamed toward the valley with every ounce of air in his lungs. "Wolf! Please help me. There's a wolf. It's real this time. Help!" Down in the valley, the blacksmith heard the faint cries. He paused, looked up toward the darkened hill, shook his head, and went right back to work. The farmers heard it too, but they only smiled and sighed, dismissing it as another one of the boys' foolish games. No one dropped their tools. No one grabbed a weapon. No one moved a single inch. When the sun rose the next morning, the hilltop was silent. The flock was destroyed, scattered and ruined, and Silas sat alone in the dirt, weeping over the bitter reality of his choices. Moral of the story is that a liar will not be believed, even when he speaks the truth. When you play with your words, you strip yourself of your own armor. Speak with honesty, or expect to stand alone when the wolves finally arrive. If you enjoyed this timeless story, subscribe to Echo Sprout, where every story plants a seed of wisdom.